Hello and welcome back to another video. It's Red Barons YT, and today we are on episode 3 of my Jasta 5 career in Il2 Flying Circus. Again, it's the Albatross, no changes. Have a flight of about 6, I believe, today, 6 or 7. And we're going to intercept bombers that have crossed, so RE4s, I believe, or whatnot. And so we don't do very well at intercepting bombers, but we did manage to score a few kills this mission, which is good enough for me, and then some anger ends up happening later on that ends up turning into a goofy situation. So, yep, before I continue, leave a like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and always remember to tune in whenever one of these drops. I think I'm going to try and do 5 videos a week. It's about 5 days. You'll be getting one, just drop one every day. Probably Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That can be the schedule for it. And then Thursday, Friday, day off to just enjoy the game in multiplayer, whatever. Maybe a live stream on Fridays, possibly. Who knows? Figure that out. But yeah, my pilots are taking off behind me and flying over this city. But yeah, this was an okay mission, and episode 4 will be out tomorrow, so you can expect that. Comms are already done for that. I actually recorded the comms for that one first. So we do have that. And of course, as soon as the pilot dies, that's the end of the series. Then you gotta start a new one. If y'all want to vote for what the pilot's name should be, or what aircraft, country, whatever, do that down in the comments section, of course. It can be a fictional pilot, it can be a realistic pilot, whatever, and I will do that. Make it a little dynamic, sort of a story behind them. Obviously, this pilot was a real pilot, so you do have that. I don't know where my markings went, my black line, but for some reason on these bomber intercept missions they don't have them, but they do have observation balloons that do kind of mark out on the map their last known location. So you kind of gotta rely on intel. Not sure how the hell I'm getting intel while I'm in the air, because obviously these aircraft didn't have radios, so that's a little strange. But yeah, we're just waiting for the rest of my group to get up here once they all form up, and we can all continue. For some reason, I mean, they didn't tell us the altitude, so we ended up being lower than them when we actually met them, the bombers, so that was kind of problematic, because obviously you don't want to be climbing up to a bomber when they've got a tail gunner shooting at you. But yeah, it's just basically another 10 minutes worth of flying before we actually see anything, so I'm just going to end up skipping through here and continue once we kind of find something interesting to watch besides just me and the boys flying over a city. So without further ado, we're going to skip ahead now. Alrighty, we're back. There's the map. Bombers are ahead of me, because they flew over us. We had to turn around. We're trying to climb up. My wing is behind me, dogfighting. So I'm gonna end up turning around shortly and going to assist with that. Yeah, you can see them all back there. It does become kind of a tricky dogfight because of the clouds that are here. So that made it a little interesting and spicy. first mission I got 5 kills. Yesterday's mission got 3. And I'll just have to wait and see what I get in this one. I turned on the HUD just to kind of make sure I don't take shots at the wrong person. But I figured out it's a SPAD. He happens to be right here. Zoom in. Lead. Put some holes in him. Keep firing. Some of those miss, some of them hit. Aim for center fuselage, basically. Yeah, he's outrunning me. Now he turns. Big mistake. Are you British? These are British SPADs. Huh. Sometimes we fight French SPADs, sometimes we fight British SPADs. He's leaking coolant, I think, or something. Kind of missed to the outside of the wing. Trying to lose him in my wing. Continuously fire into him. Hit the pilot. He spins out. First kill. So, that brings my score up to 9. Update about the spotters, seeing them in a different location. So that's the target over there. Lille is where we're stationed at. Looking around for the next target. I know there's another guy around here. Some aircraft back here. That, I think, happens to be the SPAD. I think that was an albatross on his ass, too. Try to keep eyes on him. This guy's gonna dive for the clouds now. Shortly. Put some holes in his wing first. Keep putting holes in him. He dives into the clouds. This is where things get a little tricky. Might have killed him, I don't know. Don't remember. Here's another enemy. Oh, we did kill him. Oh, so it was this mission I got, I believe, 3 kills. Last one I got 2. That was my mistake. It's hard to keep track of them. I just knew after this 3rd mission that I had 10. So, that's the official tally. So, after this mission I become a double ace. Put some holes into him. I think I must have pilot sniped the second one too. I don't know. I end up hitting the pilots a lot in this game. I've been getting fairly good at that. See the rain rushing over my goggles. Pull back the throttle so I don't overspeed, because obviously I can't really tell what direction I'm facing until I see the ground. Lose track of him. I think he's right behind me. Turn behind me. That was an albatross. There he is. Through the clouds. Goes underneath me. I do not like fighting in the clouds. So, any watchers, if you ever play multiplayer World War I server, yeah, go into the clouds then. You'll be safe from me. But, God save your soul if you ever leave. So, I will not follow people into clouds most times. It is just a living nightmare. With no attitude indicator. You know, the water constantly hitting your goggles and your windshield. Yeah, just a pain. Yeah, it becomes like nigh on impossible to hardly see them, you know. The flash of the guns, you know, goes off of the... illuminates all the water particles, making it a bright light in front of you that you can't see. The darkness of it, especially with these screen spads, makes it very, very difficult. I can barely see the outline of his aircraft there. But he's leaking fuel now. I think he's down. Yeah, he's down. And I killed the pilot again. That's like 10 for 10 pilot snipes. So, I don't know. I just shoot for the main fuselage. I really want to start fires, but... or rip wings off, but I guess, you know, one slug to the pilot and they're down. So, yeah, he's heading into the ground. But yeah, so this is where I'm going to skip again shortly to the last little segment of this mission that is of interesting content to watch besides me just flying around. Because the bombers are way up over another city, way the hell up there. But we go and sort of intercept them, but they're too fast for the energy state that I was in, which was unfortunate, and so I tried to motivate my engine. I'm just gonna leave that there, and y'all can watch ahead and figure out what motivating my engine means. So, yeah, I'll see you when I get there. Alrighty, so we're here. There's the bomber formation, there's my formation. As you can see, we've been climbing quite a lot recently. So we're going slow. They're flying level. They've just dropped their bomb, so they're light. And, I don't think we downed a single one of their bombers. We took out some of their escort fighters, as you just saw, but... yeah, the bombers, no. So... but yeah, as you can see, I'm just way too slow. They're putting distance between me. I thought I could maybe catch this threesome over here and take out those couple, but I'm just like, nope. Move faster. Pull out the Luger PO8. Just try shooting at him after shooting my engine, like, speed up. I thought I could start a fire with a flare, but no. End up shooting the engine, knocked the old radiator cap off. My engine's about to just, yeah, stuck it in the cylinder and it just stops. Yeah. Yeah, me just being an idiot now. I don't know what the hell I'm even doing now. I'm just shooting my airplane. I go through all my magazines, so. But luckily my airbase is like right over here, so I end up just gliding it home, so. But yeah, it was a little goofy. So, flare gun. Yeah. Bombers are long gone. They're, yeah. That was a lost cause to try to come over there, but airfield's right over there. So, I make it, obviously, because these aircrafts perform a lot better at slow speeds, so I just dive down, keep the airspeed, and just send it home. So, yeah, I was in not much danger. So, nice view of the city though. It's a lot quieter too without the engines. But, flyby view. I think I'm also leaking fuel. Yeah, I'm leaking fuel or something. Also, the guns don't work if your propeller stops spinning because it's synced to the actual propeller shaft. And so, without the propeller shaft spinning, the interrupter gear does not work. So, you can't fire the guns. So, if you want to go strafe something now, or say someone flew in front of you, yeah, you'd be kind of SOL. You have got no weaponry. Little mechanical history fact there. Yeah, I'm the flight leader and I just shot my engine out. We'll blame it on the British. They shot my engine out. I valiantly tried to stop the bombers and got punished for it, even though in reality it was me who punished my airplane's engine mercilessly for disrespecting me. You can see we've got more than enough airspeed to bring this plane into land. I'm doing S turns to try to slow it down a little bit. Kind of line it up here. Dive down one last time, pull up, let it float, and set it down. Really easy. Easy. Perfect landing. Yeah, that's fuel. It's just pouring out. So now my mechanic is going to have a fun time for the next 18 hours before the next mission. It's really cool how the fuel pours out of the holes. So, but yeah, that was the third mission, episode 3 of Jasta 5. Fritz Rummy disrespecting his airplane. And let's go on to the mission results. Obviously that was a mission failed because ended the mission early. But yeah, got 3 kills. And let's just check the roster lineup, I guess. Let's see if anyone got injured or killed part of my flight. Paul Voigt's still alive, that's nice. Paul Voigt is going to become my second in command, I think. Deputy commander, yeah, he's my deputy commander. So yeah, 3 kills total, and that's it. So, yep, everyone survived, I survived, and yeah, so without further ado, this has been episode 3 of the Jasta 5 career. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Red Cell.